I prefer doing my exam on the computer than I did on paper.
I'm constantly on my phone, so I think, yeah, I'd much prefer on a computer.
I'd rather do the exam on the computer rather than on paper because my handwriting is terrible.
I'd recommend the e-assessment to any other pupil.
My name is Hugh Cripps. I'm the head teacher at Pontypridd High School. With regard to e-assessment, it's obviously something which has to be considered as the way forward, given the amount of technology now in schools and the ability for examinations to use that type of technology. I think the exams themselves, e-assessment exams, are something which can be more useful in some subjects than others. But in certain subjects where you can contextualise examples, this process is already underway, and there is probably no doubt that the need for more e-assessment will arise as the increasing use of technology crosses into more and more subject areas. But all of that, I think, as well, needs to be carefully viewed and discussed, so that when we do use technology and we do use it to assess children, it's done so in a way which doesn't disadvantage them.
In the beginning it was very difficult to change from paper-based to electronic-based assessments. WJC made everything very easy to do. Our pupils prefer e-assessment to the written exams, purely and simply because of the technology they use in their daily lives. You have the ability to alter the colour, the font size, the timings of the exams for pupils just with one click of a mouse. They're in a smaller group, they're in smaller rooms, and they're more familiar with the technology. It makes them feel more relaxed when they sit in those exams online. E-assessment is completely different from paper copies, as you can have video and sound for the pupils. They can see diagrams which can be interactive and 3D. Pupils can't have this on written papers, and it gives them a different aspect to the exam. As there is no paperwork to send off and everything is sent off online, there is no chance of exam papers being lost. In summary, e-assessments are a very useful tool. In my opinion, the setup and the running of e-assessment is a very quick and easy process.
From a technical point of view, the e-assessment was relatively easy to set up. The exam boards that I've talked to, they've been very helpful and had very good support departments. They get most of their information now from screens. Because they're used to learning through these mediums, we have to teach them through these mediums, but I think it's also fair to examine them through these mediums. So yeah, from my point of view, it's been pretty good.
It's very, very positive for the students. This is the way that they like to learn. Students are engaged with the technology that they are familiar with. The opening page of the exam gives you a brief of a fictionalised company that we would use to try to contextualise it into a real life situation. So as you follow the step-by-step guides through, each one will be linked to a real site. So it reaches out to the needs of all learners.
You pay more attention to a computer than the booklet or leaflet or whatever.
Felt more comfortable and it was just easier and better.
If you're doing it on the computer, then it's not so much writing, and you don't have to concentrate on your handwriting, or just in case people can't understand, so you can just go with the flow.
We both say yes to e-assessment.